How are you, Miss Goldberg?
Don't you dare. Don't you dare call me Miss Goldberg.
What? I'm just being respectful. I say Miss Whoopi at least?
No.
Just Whoopi?
Listen, when you have a name like Whoopi, you cannot put a miss in front. You can't put a miss, a Mrs. It's a ridiculous name. So please, just Whoop.
All right, Whoopi.
No. See, this is what happened. Whoop.
Whoop. Oh, Whoop.
Yeah, just Whoop.
Damn, that sounds like we really cool. All right, Whoop. What's happening, Whoop?
What's up? What's
up,
Whoop?
What's happening? Now, let's talk about Till. I had the pleasure of seeing Till a few weeks ago.
You came. Yeah.
It tells the story of Mamie Till, the mother of Emmett Till. Talk about why making the film was important to you.
Well, because, we have many, many films about lots of American history. And for some reason, many of our stories disappear and they don't seem to register as American history. And this, more than anything, is about American history because it talks about the systemic racism that allowed someone to feel confident and comfortable in murdering a 14-year-old boy. Now, we've heard it more often, but in 1955, that and his mother said, "Oh, hell no. I'm not going to let this just be a boohoo fest." So she put out what she wanted, which was for everyone to see what they had done to her son.
That's right.
And that's important because it's scary, it's hard, but you have to make noise. You've got to make noise. And, one of my favorite films is The Diary of Anne Frank. And for me, this gives you an idea of World War II and what people were going through. Well, this gives you an idea of America for Black people and what we were going through. So I really wanted to make sure that we told the story so that we could tell the truth.
Absolutely.
So, this really started with Keith Beauchamp, who, did the research. He also made the documentary that allowed them to reopen the case. 15, 18 years ago. And so he and Barbara Broccoli, who is the woman behind Bond, and Fred Zolo, who is the man behind Mississippi Burning, called me and said, "Listen, you want to be part of this?" I was like, yeah, I do.
You were supposed to play Mamie at first.
Well, so here's the thing. You can't curse here.
If you want to, you whoop.
Shit takes a long time. When he came to me to play her, I was like way younger. And the beauty of it is, I could never have done the justice to it that
she killed it.
Danielle Detweiler did. Man. This young lady, you've got to see this movie. You've got to see it. This young lady is like, it's like a revelation. I was just saying to you that for some reason, we are not just in vogue again, but the best of the best is rising to the top. We're seeing it on Broadway. We're seeing it in the movies. I mean, it's really great, and I'm hopeful that people will not just go and support it because it's women and it's Black women and it's Black people, but I want you to support it because it's great art.
That's right.
There's great art happening, and we don't need to make lines of delineation. We've been Black the whole time. We know what we are, so please go see it.
I feel like it's more important than ever because in the country where they're trying to revise history, create this alt history. I feel like the only way the truth is going to be told is through art like this.
Well, that's always been the case. I mean, think about all the movies that you saw as young people, where you saw what it could be like. When you don't have to stumble across, oh, by the way, you're white and I'm Black, and oh my God, what's going to happen? It's when we're just doing it, when I'm kicking your ass not because you're white, but because you messed me up. You know what I'm saying? And you're in my face because you want me to be a better person. That's what I want. That's what I'm like 100 years old, and this is all I've ever. Thank you. Not bad. Well, we don't crack.
Yeah, word.
Wait, there's more. We spread.
Now, it was a very tough watch, but I heard you made a conscious decision not to show any physical violence against black people on screen.
No, because look, everybody knows what happened. We don't need to show you. We just need to show you why she made the decision she made. That gut-wrenching thing, you know, a lot of people have used it, and it's great in a lot of movies, but it wasn't for this movie. It wasn't for this movie. And the hardest thing to get people to understand, because people kept saying, well, you know, do we really need to see this again? Please know that you've never seen it once.
That's true.
You haven't seen it at all.
That's true.
So, you know, when people are saying, well, why do we have to go through this? We have to go through it until people understand what happened. Because every time we go, no, we want to make sure we don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. It's not about hurting anyone's feelings.
The truth hurts, though.
The truth hurts, but it is not a truth unless you are that person now. You know what I'm saying? The people now just need to see what went down and commit to not allowing it to continue. That's all.
Yeah.
That's all.
And see, I wonder about that, too. Like, you know, when you remove the trauma from the production, we know the story. But what about the people who don't know? Do they need to see that?
Well, I think after they see the body, they don't really need more. Yeah. And I will say to you all, because I know that's a trepidation for a lot of people, don't be afraid of this. One of the lines in the movie is, her aunt comes up and says, I can't look. And she says, you've got to look. You have to look, because if you don't look, you won't know. And so this is a movie about a family. You know, this is a movie about a mom and son who are ordinary. They got, you know, they're middle-class folks. The room is nice. She looks nice. She's got a job. It's a whole thing. And then incredibly insane shit happens and thrusts them into the forefront of history. It is a movie that your kids, if they're 10, could see with no problem. And as long as you talk to them about the fact that we don't want this to continue, because we have a list of names of people to whom this has been done. And at some point, we all got to say, okay, you know, no. So let's take you back to the very beginning of what systemic racism looks like. How people treat you. And now, if you're a gay person, you recognize this is also you. If you're a woman, you recognize this is also you. This systemic racism has these fingers that go out, and they get everybody. They get everybody. They get Italians, they get Greeks, they get Mexicans, they get people from Spain, they get everybody. And the key is to make everybody aware that we're all in the same soup.
That's right.
You know, and if we all know we're in the same soup, let's do a little better. That's what my hope is.
That's right.
Anyway.
You know, at The View, like you sit across from guests and co-hosts you strongly disagree with. Have we as a country lost the ability to talk to people that we disagree with?
Yeah. I don't understand it, but that's where we've gotten to. You know, it started with people saying you were un-American because you disagreed. You know, that never seemed right to me. You know, you're you're American. You're American if you're American. It's that simple. Doesn't matter what you think, and because that was the beauty of the country, right? So all the forefathers of the whatever came, right, and said, listen, here's the stuff we're not interested in. We don't want you to tell us who to pray to. We don't want that. We're not going to tell you how to think. So we don't want to force people into thinking this way. Now, we're going to leave some stuff out because, you know, that's what we do. But we're leaving you enough space to recognize what should be in there and put it in. It's like people who say, you know, well, how is it that God, you can believe in God and science? Well, it's because God made you smart enough to figure out how he did it. How did you make the Big Bang? He gave us the wherewithal, if you are a person who believes in God. He gave you the wherewithal to figure it out. That's the great thing.
And I'm not sure we still even really know.
Well, we don't know all of it, but we know a lot.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Before you go, I do have to ask you about something, because I saw this on social media this week. Sister Act 3.
Yes.
Is that happening? I saw Keke Palmer say it might be happening.
Yes, it is happening. You know, it takes everything a very long time.
Okay.
But we're getting it. We should get the script by the end of this month.
Oh, wow.
And hopefully, you know, we'll get it together and get it done sooner rather than later.
And it's with Keke Palmer as well?
Well, I'm gonna ask for Keke to come in. You know, I want everybody to come in. I want Lizzo to come in. I want everybody.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
I want the girl with the chest. What's her name?
The girl with the chest. That's a lot of girls. Especially in the BBL era. Who's the girl with the chest? Nicki Minaj?
Nicki.
Oh,
I want Nicki.
Got you.
I want everybody. I want as many people who want to have some fun, because I really desperately need to have some fun.
Okay. Yeah, especially nowadays, right?
Yeah.
Word.
Can I just say one thing about you?
Sure.
I am so proud of you.
Thank you.
I love your brain.
Thank you very much.
I love that your brain is working and you're challenging things and asking questions, and I'm just honored to be here with you today.
Thank you.
Yes.
I sweat easily, so thank you. Whoopi Goldberg, thank you for coming through tonight.
Thank you, baby.
I appreciate you.